I'm too drunk to taste this chicken. Anyway. Oh, hey, hello, everybody. Welcome to episode number 11. Woo! We made it.
Woo!
11-11, make a wish.
We are scoring sports, whatever that means. So, welcome, everybody. Thanks for coming on. How is everybody doing today? Al, how are you doing?
I'm great.
Just
Good.
great.
Good day at the office. You know,
Perfect.
that good old train commute.
Gotta love the commute. I don't know what that's like. I have to go down like 11 stairs every day, so it's a lot for me.
That's really hard. I'm really proud of you.
Thank you.
You ever run into traffic on those stairs?
I've fallen down them 4 times, so I kind of create the traffic, but that's my fault. But no, I mean, if my dogs are usually pretty quick getting down there, so it's getting up that's harder. Tina, how are you doing today?
I'm doing pretty good. I have to play softball tonight, and I have to write about the White Sox. So I'm doing as good as I could be doing with those 2 things in my horizon.
Are you going to simultaneously be playing softball while writing about the White Sox?
No, I'm
Damn,
going
that was
to
going to be impressive.
Doing that as long as I can.
Tina, don't lie.
I hate
Don't
them.
lie. You're like the multitasking queen.
No.
Juggling down the bases. You are your own Savannah Banana.
I'm going to be trying to play first base in a 16-inch softball league, and I'm 5'1", so let's just pray for me.
We'll pray for you, I guess.
I won't.
Your thoughts and prayers.
Non-denominationally pray for you, I guess. Stoop, how are you doing?
Pretty gay.
Oh, I'd love to hear it. Love to hear that you're getting pretty gay again. You weren't getting pretty gay for a couple weeks. So I got worried about you.
Yeah. Yeah. You know how it goes. You know how it goes.
I do know how it goes. Oh my goodness.
What happens on those golf trips?
If you have to ask, you don't know. Free plug.
Right.
And we have our special guest today from the Hookup on Music of the Sadistic Penguins Studios. It's the Sugar Baggy himself. It's Tony. Tony, how are you doing?
Good. Thank you so much for having me, everybody. Finally nice to be here. Thank you.
Absolutely.
My God, that bag of sugar is talking.
I have a whole idea that I wish I could animate him. Like when I was sitting here, I'm like, oh,
yeah.
You get me though tonight. So thank you.
Hey, either way,
Next.
I mean, if we had a talking bag of sugar, I mean, our views would probably skyrocket because everybody would be very confused. But
yeah, a bag of sugar. Sure.
Sure. Yeah. That's what we'll label it. Just had a whole bag of sugar, ready to talk.
Just talking back.
Always gets me through the TSA.
It clearly says sugar on it. Why are you bringing me aside?
What is this? Well, it's sugar. Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
That reminds me of, remember in high school and way back in the day when people did I don't remember what class it was, when they would literally make you pretend walk around with a bag of flour or a bag of sugar or something like that as if it was a baby. What the fuck was that? Honestly, what was that? I feel like that is just some weird.
Yeah, very, very weird, gender role conditioning type beat.
And just
don't get pregnant, and then you won't have that problem.
Yeah. Maybe, you know what? That's actually if they wanted to, preach abstinence or whatever, that's probably a good way to do it. Be like, look, you can't even take care of a fucking bag of sugar.
You guys had, but see, at my school, they had actual baby dolls that would
damn.
You had to bring them home for the weekend, and then if they cried or you had to feed them, and in order to get them to stop crying, there were the back had keyholes, and the feeding key was one, and the changing the diaper was a different one, and you had to put it in the back.
You went to a rich school in the comments.
Jackie.
I really didn't.
I was gonna say bags of flour. It was a mix. Maybe
I don't know why I was thinking it was sugar. It was definitely flour.
I know. It just made me think of it.
Yeah.
I think we should go the mean girl route though, when he's just if you have sex, you will get pregnant and die.
And die.
And
that feels pretty effective.
Yeah, for sure.
Yes. I mean, at our school, we just had real babies that we had to take care of. But
Yeah.
The teachers needed a weekend off, so
they're
they
like,
just-
"Here, take this kid. You figure it out." We're like, "All right, we'll try our best."
We didn't know where the babies were coming from, or we didn't ask.
Yeah, we didn't.
There were
didn't
just these babies running around our school.
I mean, I did have a preschool at my high school, so I could make some conclusions where the babies were coming from.
Preschool kids are having babies.
Yeah, that was the joke, Sam.
Jesus, CPG.
Put all over the hall.
Yeah, I definitely that was the intrusive thoughts. The instinct was always to just tear open people's flower babies.
I see your baby and I just want to rip it open.
Yeah,
wanna
rip it
flush
to
it.
shreds. Just make a big old mess.
Your baby's gonna make a delicious cake one day. Lovely. Anyway, we have some fun topics again this week that yours truly came up with his magical powers of substances. So the first one we'll start is you have to pick your walk-up song that will confuse your opponent.
Oh, it was their opponent.
Yeah.
What did you pick? Did you pick?
Does
one
it confuse yourself?
No, the crowd, what the
crowd?
hell is he
You
fucking-
can confuse the crowd
Honestly,
too.
confuse
It's
them
a-
too.
yeah. I mean,
I
I don't
mean,
think there's much difference there. You're
confused
gonna confuse
myself. That would
somebody.
have helped the Sox this year.
I mean, if no one wants to go first, I can go.
Go ahead, T.
So I think I would pick "In the Arms of the Angel" by Sarah McLachlan.
That's a good one.
I feel like that would certainly throw everyone off. Perhaps everybody would start crying together. I'm not sure if that would work in my benefit or not, because I would simply be thinking about all the injured puppies that need help.
Tina's walking a dog on her way up to the
Dial
plate.
100. Yeah, but I think that was the first one that came to mind because it's like really slow and just random as fuck, I guess.
Imagine they're like, you need like an 11-second snippet. You're like, no, we have to play the whole song.
We're gonna be here for a few minutes. And make sure you guys get your donations ready.
The pitcher's like, can I get out of this? I'm crying. I don't want to play.
Yeah, I know. And then maybe I'll just get like a nice little. Then I'm crying. Everyone's crying.
Everyone's just crying. The ump's crying. You can't call balls and strikes, so you can't see.
They can't do that anyways.
Robot umps will be fine for that song. They'll be like, yeah, let's get it going.
Yeah, they'll just be pitch clock violations happening.
I somehow walked and struck out at the same time. That's a good one. That's a good start. Stu, do you have anything ready?
Well, yeah, I just thought of a way more offensive one while Tina was talking, but I'll keep that in the old cranium. I'm gonna go with whale sounds.
Just whale sounds?
Yep, just whale sounds.
That's hilarious. I'm just thinking like the
Actually, it's just Dory imitating whale sounds.
Dory making whale sounds.
That's good too. Yeah.
It's just that clip.
I mean, that would be confusing.
That would be confusing. Because somebody would be like, is this the start of a song? What is this? I really experiment with soundscapes.
Coming up to the plate, and you just hear.
You open the door with this one, all the different, like you get random people talking. Like,
I mean, we could get the turtles fucking noises in here if we wanted.
I was just gonna say that, Sam. Oh my god! Why did both of our brains go to turtles?
Just the uncut audio just the uncut audio from the news broadcast on 9/11.
That's good. That's real good.
I mean, that would be confusing.
That would be very
Woo! Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Thank you, Yump. You just heard uncut 9/11 commentary. Smash that like button. Al, do you want to follow that one?
Do I?
Log off.
Like,
Ah!
I just had one and it like left my brain. So
I'm
now I'm really
sorry.
sad.
I'm sorry.
It's really okay. I feel like I want to go something just totally random, like on the realm of SpongeBob, but like
Yeah.
Phineas and Ferb, the Squirrels in My Pants song.
Like a much more obscure cartoon
Yeah,
song.
SIMP Squirrels in My Pants. Do you guys remember that song from Phineas
I never
and
watched
Ferb?
Phineas and
Oh
Ferb.
my god.
I don't at all.
Well, since I've lost my audience there, no one knows what I'm talking about.
I do know Phineas and Ferb.
Oh, okay.
Phineas and Ferb song, yeah.
Oh, the
Yeah.
dog whistle is
Like the theme
brutal.
song?
No, like
Just-
SIMP Squirrels in My Pants.
Oh, I don't know the Squirrels in My Pants.
Well, the whole episode is surrounding around Candace having squirrels in her pants, and she's squirmy. And they sing a whole song about how she has squirrels in her pants.
In my head, I have the whale noises now, the 9/11 background, and Phineas and Ferb like all mixed, like playing over the speakers. Like, oh wow, what's going on here?
The real
White Sox.
cacophony.
White Sox DJ's mixing it up.
The DJ like passed out and just put his head on the board, and it's all playing at once.
Yeah.
Oh man.
A plane just hit the second tower.
A whale just hit the second tower.
Oh god.
You see this comment in the chat.
Oh my god.
The dog whistle one.
Yeah, the dog whistle one was good. Bark at the
That
park.
would be good because you can't hear, like the people can't hear anything.
No, the dogs
Like,
are losing their shit.
there's no walk up song, so everyone just thinks that dogs hate that guy.
Oh, Tony, what about you?
I don't know if I could top some of these. These are.
Come on, you're the music guy.
I was just trying to go random here, and like I was random and ridiculous. Okay, for some reason, the first thing, I don't even know if you remember this. This was a 2004 an American Idol participant. His name was William Hung. He sang "She Bangs." That could be one, or the Quiznos, the little rats.
Oh yeah,
Quiznos subs.
Like people are like, what?
Haven't we talked about that before on this show?
Quiznos isn't even around anymore, and then just keep.
I have one by me.
Oh well,
And nobody's ever there.
damn it!
Except for the little rats.
Except for that's where they filmed it.
Except for those, that's where they filmed. Oh, that'd be good.
Oh my god. Yes.
Tatsulita,
any
tatsulita,
song.
tatsulita.
Oh my god. Or the pizza song.
You said American Idol, and I literally, like, bad songs from American Idol, all I can think of is Sanjay.
Just anything he sang.
Yeah, and his
he
weird
did.
mohawk.
His
That was
one
a
way
good
or
song.
another rendition was absolutely horrible.
That was my first experience of trolling.
She might be. That was your first experience of trolling with Sanjay?
Well, yeah, because they kept voting him through.
Oh, that's
But
right.
he was terrible. But like all of America rallied around him.
He
to
made
get
like the
him
final
through.
8 or whatever it was. So you got to like go on tour with them too.
Mhm.
That's classic. This is 100% true. We did do this.
Oh my god, really.
Fantastic.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's
awesome.
incredible.
That is
Yeah.
incredible.
That is such a throwback. Wow.
There's still
Brian,
time.
all I
You
got
never
are
know.
these.
I don't know what to do with my hand. Yeah, so I went with a song that actually popped up while I was driving around yesterday. I was like, oh, this would be a good one, and it's Fuck Her Gently by Tenacious D.
Sure.
That'll do it.
I had
That's-
Wonder Boy on my list, but so I'm glad you picked
Mm.
Tenacious D. That's a good
Yeah.
one.
I was like, oh, this would be very confusing. to hear in a ballpark.
Yeah. Also, a good option for walk-up song is just any like super explicit, rap song or any kind of song where like just like a third of the words are, taken out. That'd be fun.
I mean, WAP would be good.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's what I'm
really good.
Like the censored, like the radio edit where it's just like 50% of the words are gone.
Just edit.
Or the non-edit.
You can't even hear it.
You can do
stroke in the audience.
You could do Blank in Paris.
No, because way too many racist white people will be singing that one out loud.
No, it's censored. That would be confusing. Like if that were my walk-up song.
True. Everything that you've said so far, which I think confuses.
Roxy, I actually want Adam Sandler's recording of Dreidel. Like didn't he record a bunch of Hanukkah music one year? Yeah. That's what I want as my walk-up songs.
Absolutely.
Let's play the 8 Crazy Nights soundtrack as I walk up.
Yeah.
Lunch Ladyland, great song. All right. I didn't think we'd get to 9/11 and that portion of this episode, but hey.
Which portion did you have designated for 9/11?
I honestly had that.
Don't say it.
I broke it down by minute. I was like, minute 57, we'll get.
So if 9/11 came at minute 10, then this comes in at minute 30.
I thought you were gonna. Never mind. I don't want to spoil the rest of the show. Go on.
Yes, nobody spoil what we don't have planned.
Yeah.
All right. The next topic I thought of was it's about soccer, where the Women's World Cup is going on. The U.S. tied Netherlands. Boo. Anyway, so I
CPG 9 minutes and 11 seconds in. Oh, sorry, I did not mean to interrupt.
Oh no, you're fine. That was a good one. So what would you add to soccer matches that would allow more goal scoring, and what would you add to create even less goal scoring in soccer matches?
Okay, mine's not really that out of pocket, so I'm gonna go first so we can start off tame.
Okay.
Okay, less scoring. We're gonna put two NFL linebackers midfield that are just responsible. Like one is for one team, one is for the other, and they're just responsible for not letting the other team cross midfield.
So is there hitting allowed?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, right. we're making this a more contact sport.
Sick.
Yeah, and then
play more.
Yeah, and then more scoring. There is one official picker-upper on each team that they're allowed to pick up the ball and just run with it. Yeah.
I like that.
I love that.
Picker-upper. I like that.
Kind of like keep away.
I guess there'd be a lot more scoring if everyone could just use their hands.
But just one. That's why. See, it's not like exponential scoring.
Okay.
Because then it'd be rugby, right? Like, let's be real. If we're picking up the soccer ball, then it'd really just be rugby.
That's true.
Beat the shit out of them. It's fine.
Yeah.
And you know what's weird, Al?
What?
Both of those were my answers.
Were they really?
Yeah. So for less goal scoring, I said they could start tackling and holding back each other, ripping people down, going crazy. And then I said for more, they could allow handballs, but you can only throw it to your teammate. They can't catch it. They still have to kick it, but they can pick it up and throw it. Like down the field and stuff.
Mine were better.
Better.
But since you took my less one, I changed it here in a minute. I said I would line up archers on the side of the field, and they would start firing arrows at people as soon as they got the opponent's side of the field.
I like that. That's good.
A lot less scoring once everyone's dead.
You're gonna think about that. You're like, I ain't going over there.
Yeah. Mine wasn't that insane either, but I like Roxy's. Thank you for pulling that up because I was just about to bring it back up. I think that it's good that Stoop hasn't gone yet. He probably would have come up with something like that. He said he would have
come up with something, all right.
So mine is like a really kind of ridiculous. I said that we should make the net as the whole width of the field. So it's like just extended the whole way across, and you get 2 goalies. So I imagine that would have a lot more scoring because that's like a massive fucking field, and you only got 2 little shrimpy guys that are going to cover it. And it feels like it would just be really chaotic and probably like a rugby match, Al, but with feet. And then I kind of went the opposite for less scoring. I think that it should be pretty much like shooting a basketball into a basketball hoop, but like on the field. So like much smaller, much like obviously
like a lacrosse goal.
But like yeah, honestly, maybe even a little like smaller than that. Like on the shore, you don't have much surface space here.
It's like that challenge at hockey games where like you try to put the puck through the tiny hole.
It's like a carnival game where nobody wins.
And like in that situation, you probably don't even need a goalie because
the goalies are literal shrimp.
Literal shrimp.
The goalies are just little shrimp. Yes. I like it.
Are the shrimp alive, Tristan, or are these just like regular?
Well, yeah, they're jumping.
Are they floating in a jar, or are they just dead on the ground?
Are they just like regular shrimp, like dead, ready to eat, and you just threw them on the ground right there? That wouldn't block very much.
Stoop, they're jumping shrimp. They have to block the goals.
CPGs.
Yeah.
Oh my god. We always wind up on some fucked up theme. So
less scoring on going on Roxy's holding hands. You have to kiss before you pass the ball to that player.
Would slow it down.
Kissing. That's literally just a note underneath my thing, and then I never finish. So thank you, Roxy and Al, for finishing the thought.
You just like peck them on the cheek as you pass the ball off.
I like mine are similar to Tina's actually. For more scoring, you could just the entire perimeter, like all of the out of bounds, just line up goals. Just the whole all of it is goals. All of it. So long as you get the ball into any of the goals, that'd be a lot. It'd be a lot more scoring.
Wow, I could definitely play soccer at that point.
Yeah, right. Me too. And I might even watch soccer then. And for less scoring, because the problem with soccer currently is that there's way too much scoring, and that there's not enough just like guys running around in an open field kicking a ball back and forth. So for less scoring, I would just make the field just much, much bigger. Like maybe like instead of like, so we know the size of one soccer field or the pitch or whatever, just do like 8 of those like together. Like that's the size we're talking about, but like the same number of players, because the one problem with soccer is that there's too much action. It's too exciting. And there's not enough of just running around in a field.
That was my original thought, Stu, when I was brainstorming. I was like, let's make the field a mile long and a mile wide.
Yeah, exactly. Slow down the action, because it's just I can't keep up.
Yeah. 8 soccer fields wide.
Yeah.
So obnoxious. Tony, what about you?
Okay, well, I've gotten creative here. Okay, number one of my favorite ridiculous things is at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers Stadium. They have that huge cannon that shoots off. What we're going to do is we're going to bring 2 cannons on the field on each side that are going to shoot soccer balls at the goals every 5 minutes. So there's going to be 2 goalies, and while the person's running and they're doing all of what he said in the middle of the field, just going all around and doing a bunch of these cannon shots are going to be going up. And you got to block them, and they're going to count as points, or you're going to get smoked by one. Or we really don't know what's really going to happen.
I like this.
And less, I thought kind of to bring it kind of a little bit to, well, like let's say if you're playing in Chicago, what you do is you make the field with potholes. You bring a lot more players onto the field, okay? But you're going to have a lot more blowout, about 5 knees about it per watching the holes, and stops the scoring. That's That's what I got.
That's a good one. I like that. And then, like, halfway through the season, they got to bring in construction crews to fix all those. So, like, half the pitch is shut down, and
every team's got different size holes, different areas.
People start planting trees in their potholes, and then you're tripping on stoops.
Just a bunch of me's lying around.
Like the stoop just go around and that's how they get watered.
Yeah, they're all sustained by my piss.
I like adding all of these together.
There we go. There it is.
25 minutes in, we got there.
Tina said it first.
I like this one from Tristan. Chess pieces.
Yeah, that's a good one. I like
that's
that.
like ultimate frisbee's kind of like that. Like you can only,
that's right.
You can only take like 3 steps or whatever, and then I would so much rather watch ultimate frisbee than soccer.
I would rather watch amateur ultimate frisbee than professional soccer.
Yeah. 100%.
Hey, Stu, support women's sports. Watch.
Yeah.
I support the women's team. I'm just not gonna watch because it sucks.
I'm gonna tweet if they win, and I'm gonna tweet angry if they lose.
Stu, how do you feel about like bags or cornhole or whatever and being on ESPN and shit like that, or like pickleball?
100% would prefer to watch the American Cornhole League than soccer. 100,000%. Also, I'm a huge supporter of the American Cornhole League and growing the game of cornhole in general because it is the #1 most inclusive sport.
I did recently see a clip from an official cornhole tournament with a guy
with no arms and no legs.
Yeah.
Yes.
And he like
draining them.
Yeah.
Draining them.
Yeah.
Yep. And it's fully co-ed. It's the coolest, it's the easiest, like lowest entry, easiest to get into sport. And I sincerely think that it's great. Everyone should play cornhole, and that's what it's called, Celeste.
There's I think a football player from the Packers that like qualified for the finals or something. In a tournament recently.
I mean, yeah, probably.
That's pretty awesome. I had a work outing a few years ago, and I won the work outing. So
hell yeah.
Super clutch. They tried to get me to fuck up at the end because I just like kept making them because I was like mostly drunk by that point and I'm like just vibing. And they gave me like a malort shot, and then I put like 4 in to win the game. I was like, that just fueled me.
It only makes Tina stronger.
That's probably my top athletic moment since high school.
I'm gonna reshare this one from Roxy because this
I know
great.
I was dying at that a couple minutes ago.
So 3 steps.
How do you take half a step? Willie praising you there, Tina. What a shock.
Well, I know he's an angel. So him and my brother always try to beat me 2-on-1, and they always lose. So I think that he's just also kind of salty about it deep down.
I'm terrible at bags. I can't as a former softball pitcher, I try to throw them too straight. I can never get enough like arc on it.
Yeah, I got to get some air underneath. Well, the other thing too is that the regulation distance is actually pretty damn far. It's 27 feet.
Yeah.
Like 27 feet's not close.
Oh, no, it's not.
So
are you sure? Because that's the length of my dick. So
and it feels pretty close to her.
You get to take a lot of steps then.
It's kind of hard when you got to drag around that dick everywhere.
See, you would never be able to have an erection. You would pass out. You would pass out before you ever got an erection because
you would have no blood left in your body.
Yeah.
There'd be no more blood. The blood's gone.
You would have to be studied by science.
Everywhere.
Oh my god. Oh, big dicks on the soccer field. Gotta love it.
And that's just my left dick.
Oh my god.
That's just old Lefty that still hanging on.
Oh, Lefty.
Friends, this is going to be my attempt at a graceful exit. Much love.
Thank you, Teen, for
everybody
joining.
watching. It's been fun, but I have to run, and I can't wait to watch the rest of it.
God bless you, and God bless the United States of America.
Patriotic. Bye, y'all.
Have fun at softball.
Bye, Teen. All right, finally, she's gone. We can actually have some fun.
All right, how much do we all hate Tina?
You were saying left dick? Which one were we talking about?
So we were on left dick. So
she's got dual hose reels.
I like that.
How heavy is that goddamn thing, Al? Jesus Christ.
Well, you didn't ask about girth. We were just talking about length. So
I asked about weight.
She's picturing a garden hose.
That feels pretty skinny.
I have something to experiment with later. It's my garden hose too skinny.
Hang on. I have a comparison to go make real quick.
I've got some scientific data to research.
Ass chat like 3 hours from now is just Stu. Elf at the other end of a hose being like, this is 27 feet.
Yep, I think we got it. That's 27 right there.
Now let's play cornhole.
Cocks and cornhole.
Oh.
I can feel it now, Mr. Krabs. All right.
Oh, you can feel it.
Never fails.
Why you said that like that? I'm so sorry.
The confidence, I love it now.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
The confidence that we can feel 27-foot left dick.
My right one's only 3 inches just to make up for it.
You gotta compensate somehow.
Yeah.
You should put that in parentheses for this episode. Like scoring points, 27-inch dick.
No, feet, 27.
Feet. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right. Fuck that up.
Oh, God.
Man.
Now that's a competition Stoops entering.
A literal pissing contest. Yeah.
Phantom tap on your shoulder to crown its Al's left dick.
Al's left dick is like the cup snake.
Everyone's like, hey!
It's like the cup snake.
Hey, that's actually just me out in the Cubs bleachers.
Every game.
That's pretty much just me you're holding there.
You just see Al standing at the top with her hands on her hips, like, "Yep, that's right.
Proud.
Hold it up. Hold it up."
Proud.
Why is it falling again?
No security. You can't confiscate it.
Actually, a good idea. Sneaking flesh-colored cups into Wrigley and like cold them like that. You know, oh man, we're a cup hold contest. What am I holding here? This is from the stadium. We're on TV.
I'm just now calculating like how long 27 feet is.
Yeah, it's pretty far.
324 inches.
There you go. There's your calculation.
I know. Oh. My jokes are just so good.
And we got it to this.
Anyway.
I love it. Woo. Next topic. Let's see where this one goes. So next topic is build your Super Bowl halftime show, or the big game halftime show. I don't want to get sued. With 3 bands or artists, and you can have them all play their own set. They all come together. However you thought of it in your head is perfectly fine with me.
Tony, I think you should go first, being the music guy.
Yeah, I mean, you're probably going to build the best one.
Well, I try to be fun. Like I try not to use my musical knowledge and just try to have fun. we're going to go in the future. We're going to the Super Bowl 2029, where we will be celebrating Woodstock 99, the Limp Bizkit, Korn, where the fires and the flames all happen. But now these bands are going to be a whole lot older. They're going to be 30 years older.
Hey, most of them are still doing it, man.
I mean, when they brought Paul McCartney out there, he's going to be about the age of Korn when this all goes on. And, you know, fuck it, let's have a good time. You know, let's have Metallica. But, you know, if you could, I mean, if you think about like sports anthems and stadiums, I mean, if Queen was still around, you imagine if they were to put on a show, you know, I mean, he's been dead and they've used his songs. So if We Will Rock You and We Are the Champions to actually be there, that would be something pretty cool.
I don't know. I've always preferred Queen with Adam Lambert.
Oh yeah, I mean, I think you gave me a good idea for a shirt. I'm gonna put this on a shirt. I always prefer Queen with Adam Lambert. That's a good one. You know, I've spent a lot of time today trying to think of more like newer artists that would fill the stadium to make it that wouldn't be like ridiculous. I'm curious to hear what you guys have to kind of play off of that.
I forgot that it's supposed to be 3.
Okay, well, Stoop, you think, and I'll throw mine out there.
Yeah, let's hear it.
Let's go, Al.
All right, we're having Battle of the Boy Bands.
Oh,
so we got 98 Degrees.
Let's go.
Backstreet Boys and NSYNC.
Yeah, I mean, NSYNC wins. It's not even close, but you sure?
Does 98 Degrees get to bring Stevie Wonder in for True to Your Heart?
I don't know. Sure. Like,
good. Then it'll be fantastic.
It will be. If Stevie Wonder's there, it's going to be great.
Oh man, I always remember. I gotta say,
Mulan soundtrack. Nobody, come on, one of their best. songs.
Absolutely.
Back in the middle of when Korn and all those bands were coming out is when 98 Degrees came out. I don't know if you remember the first album cover. They're like standing in flames and fire. I thought that was a new metal band, so I bought the CD. I bought the CD.
Yes.
Literally went home thinking this is like Papa Roach 2.
That's amazing.
Last Resort 2. No, fuck it was 98 Degrees. So I'm excited to see them, you know, after all these years of buying that CD. And then I try to go to like one of those CD exchanges and they gave me $2 for the $12. I lost $10 in the day. I lost $10, man.
Damn.
See, Caitlin wants Hillary Duff, but like if we're gonna do a trio of Disney Caitlin, then we're doing like Camp Rock, High School Musical, and Hillary Duff.
What about like Hannah Montana?
No.
Okay.
because
no.
Because and this is why. Because it's old. The halftime show is literally Hannah Montana and Miley Cyrus. Like those are your two artists. You don't have a third. You just have Hannah Montana and Miley Cyrus.
Why can't I have the best of both worlds?
I see.
You can.
You can, but you can't have a third, is what she's saying.
No, that's what Caitlin's saying.
Yeah, well, I'm here for this this boy band deal.
Yeah.
I was pretty stoked when NSYNC did come out, whenever the hell that was.
The MTV award thing.
Yeah, whenever that was. That was very exciting for me.
Backstreet Boys have gone on record saying they'd be open to doing a like reunion tour with NSYNC, like the two of them going on. But I think the problem is NSYNC would. Justin Timberlake's never.
No, he's not gonna do that. He's not gonna do that.
He's so far past that part of his life now. Yeah. He's like, I can't go back.
Yeah.
Well, the rest of the guys are like, please, we need work.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, the Backstreet Boys are just like thriving in their own little world. They just have a Christmas album.
They never stopped. They never stopped. People don't realize they've been going the whole time. They never stopped.
They had a residency in Vegas that they were doing last.
Regardless of how you feel about the music or anything else, like those dudes have been hustling for goddamn 30 years.
Still going.
That's another thing too. Don't let anybody fool you. During that time period when they were really, really big on MTV, everyone who wanted the more heavy stuff, they had to sit through those videos to get to that stuff. And I sat through so many, and I could sing those songs to you still today.
Hell yeah.
I mean, it's not. I mean, it's not a shame to say that, man. They were good, man. When they were
there's a reason they were
what they were for what they were doing.
Yeah. That was maybe the last wave. I don't know. It feels like maybe that was the last wave of like the old kind of the old version of the music industry, like really like putting their whole ass into like a fully like lab grown
band
thing, you know, and every aspect of it, the production, the music, it was just as expensive as it possibly gets to churn out like a fucking commercially perfect musical product.
Well, yeah, like NSYNC and Backstreet Boys, and I guess 98 Degrees at the time birthed that ABC show Making the Band, which created O-Town.
Right.
You know,
they, we're around for a year.
And we can't, of course, I'd be remiss to talk about the white boy bands without mentioning that like all they were doing is literally like just straight ripping off like New Kids on the Block, the Boys to Men and New Edition, like literally just taking their whole shit and marketing it to white audiences.
Well, that sleazeball that they had running the show, I think his name was Lou Pearlman. He was like their manager in the background. Like, you look at this guy and you can tell like no good, up to no good. He's going to railroad these guys. And, that's why, I mean, Timberlake stepping out. And like you said, they're still all performing, I mean, Backstreet Boys still playing stadiums,
Yeah.
And I mean, selling them out.
Yeah.
Smash Mouth's playing Pierogi Fest over in Hammond this weekend. I mean, NSYNC is still at least doing, like you said, selling out stadiums. So I think that's pretty.
And Stoop, to your point, I will say Boys to Men was going to be the third, like 98, like switch out 98 Degrees with Boys to Men. But I feel like if we're going like stereotypical, like Boys to Men is like
when you say boy band, I think that people think about the groups that you mentioned. But and like
those
are man bands.
And I was like,
what song will Boys to Men be playing in this medley?
What's the one? It's so hard to say goodbye to yesterday.
And I was thinking maybe a little Motown Philly into Bending Knee, into I'll Make Love to You, into that song.
I'll Make Love to You is a great one.
I'll make love to you.
Those videos, man.
27
and I'll hold you tight.
Get that right dick out of here. I want that left one.
All right. Well, I can pull two other acts out of my ass, but the main act that I want to see perform the Super Bowl halftime show is the man's name is Matt Farley. Now, a lot of people don't know who he is, but he is perhaps the most prolific songwriter or song publisher of our generation. He has over 23,000 songs and counting.
Jesus Christ.
And Sam, I gave Sam a little taste of what the Super Bowl halftime show would be like if you care to play it.
Yep. Give me just a second here.
Well, the Wikipedia page actually says it's 23,000 songs as of February 2022. So no doubt it keeps going up. Go on, Sam.
Here we go.
Poop from my pee hole. Pee from my poop hole. Poop from my pee hole. This is unusual. Pee from my poop hole. Poop from my pee hole. Pee from my poop hole. This is unusual.
All right, so I think we get it.
The wise get.
So,
Jesus Christ.
Good.
He's the most prolific songwriter of our generation. Basically, this guy figured out in the right at the dawn of streaming music, like 15 years ago, this guy figured out that the only songs that he was releasing that were generating any revenue were the titles were terms that people tended to search for on Google and whatnot. So this man has made over 23,000 songs, and the point is that they're all like 1 minute, 2 minutes, and the titles are terms that people might Google. And so you
pee from my pee hole, pee from my poop hole.
So you really don't need two other acts because the man's got 23,000 songs.
I think the other two acts should be you
just call the
pooping from
game.
your
Just
pee
keep 'em
hole
playing.
and peeing from your poop hole.
But I guess if I have to pick two other acts to share the time with him, we'll go like Slipknot and like the cast of Jersey Boys.
Ooh.
There we go.
We'll really cover all our bases.
Yeah.
We'll really just get it all.
Cool is when the Jersey Boys put on the Slipknot masks and they
Yeah.
should really go out on the stage.
Yeah.
I like it.
Like Slipknot doing like walk like a man. That'd be good, yeah.
Don't cry.
Yeah.
And then you got them singing the quartet doing poop from my pee.
Yeah, for the grand finale. That's the big closing number is poop from my pee hole.
I like this. This is
Jesus. You know, when you sent me that, like I saw the name of it, I go, this is only gonna be stupid, and I'm very appreciative. Little did I know it was just gonna be that.
Yep. That's art.
They brought him up. They brought him up in the chat here, but have you guys ever listened to Wesley Willis? The guys they're talking about there. He's kind of like that too. He made like over 500 songs with titles like "I Whooped Batman's Ass." It's just like it's just like a minute long. It's just like him with a little Casio keyboard pressing two buttons. Really good time. But
that's just me making music.
Yeah. Doing the Dracula noise, like forgetting Sarah Marshall.
Yeah. Love it. Oh, Caitlin's got a couple submissions here. Red Hot Chili Peppers, Blink-182, and Offspring.
Fine.
Big
feel like we've seen something similar to that already.
I actually have Offspring written on my paper here.
Yeah,
I don't know
Caitlin's
why.
so creative.
Here's her other one: Taylor Swift, Hilary Duff, and Avril Lavigne.
Ooh, Christina
Too many
Aguilera,
women for me. Ugh.
Christina Aguilera, Avril Lavigne, and Kelly Clarkson.
Yeah, there's a lot of yelling. I'm here for
Just
it.
Angry. As if there's not a good chance they're gonna.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I'm
Well,
going
no,
at a steady.
you know what?
None of it's gonna sell.
There have recently been a couple of like bigger name rappers who have had to cancel shows or tours because the venues they booked were too big and they couldn't sell enough. Lil Durk did that recently, and also somebody else that I'm not thinking of. But yeah, it happens.
Roxy, Caitlin does want the cast of Rocky Horror Picture Show.
That would be good.
She just doesn't know that that's what she wanted.
No. Corey had pipes 20 years ago. They're gone. And Slipknot should stop now. It's enough. You're old and not mad anymore, and that's fine. Go away. Stop trying. It makes me upset.
I mean, when you're putting together when you want big bands, you want people who to be, into the show. So, like take a band like the Foo Fighters, they're going to get people to tune in, but that's not exactly groundbreaking getting Foo Fighters, Metallica, I think would be a good one, like something like that. Again, to a certain audience though, you got a lot of different people in the stadium. So that's why your pick, what's his name again?
Matt Farley.
Yes. And speaking of Farley's, do you remember the band Together with the other Farley brother that was on MTV? It was a spoof of like NSYNC and Backstreet Boys. You probably don't even remember this. This is before your time. No. Met with Silence. Sorry guys. But it was a spoof band. What it was a show on MTV, and it was making fun of the bands. And Chris Farley's brother was like one of the band members in this. The Lost Farley brother.
The Lost Farley brother.
He didn't make it.
Now Yump submitted one here, and I don't know who any of these bands are. Tony, do you?
Yes,
okay,
I do.
Good.
That's why I didn't, I was trying to come up with stuff that, I didn't want to like, and this band, and it's like silence. Like, I don't know who that is.
I went in deep.
I would real deep, guys.
The most obscure Super Bowl halftime show.
I'm thinking like Curtis Mayfield with his guitar.
Dude, I'm all about that shit, man.
I know. Well, that's what I would love.
Give me Curtis, Otis Redding, Bill Withers,
Wilson Pickett. Give me that.
Hell yeah.
That's the kind of stuff I could talk about.
Hell yeah.
But at this, I'm trying to go by what they've had before, which has been a mixture of like, we're honoring classic bands to we're trying to stay hip to what's the one where
well, I mean, that's why like Matt Farley really encompasses all.
That's why I thought it was a great pick.
Yeah. And he's got 23,000 songs.
Gary Clark Jr. He would be really awesome.
23,000 songs.
And counting. I mean, because the
counting.
The Wikipedia page was last updated in 2022, so
looks like somebody's got some counting to do.
Why don't you go Google him on YouTube?
What I want you to think about right now is how the reaction to some of these past ones. What would be the people's reaction after he like the next day, like on Twitter, like what everybody has seen. Oh man, he was really good. No one says one wrong thing.
No, the conservatives.
He gets rave reviews.
We want him every year.
Out of all the like high budget, large production halftime shows that get fucking absolutely ripped to shreds and everyone hates it, that this is the one. This is the one that's just unanimously loved by everyone.
It's just a guy.
This is it.
They're teaching my kids about pee and poop.
Your kids should probably know about pee and poop.
Yeah, I mean, it's
They're teaching my kids to pee and poop out of the wrong hole.
My son asked me how he pooped from his pee hole.
Oh, that'd be very painful.
It would.
And probably like give you an infection or two.
Or two.
I mean, I'm not a doctor, but
we got multiple infections.
I got a kidney stone. I got to pass it out of my poop hole instead.
I mean, that'd be a lot easier, to be fair.
A whole lot different.
Come on, poop hole. You don't get to control it. It's just random.
Come on, poop hole.
Come on, poop hole.
Please hope this one comes out. Peace out the poop hole. Come on.
That's so stupid.
Oh man.
If it wasn't stupid, it wouldn't be on the ASScast, buddy. That's why we're here.
Oh boy.
So my picks are a little bit more modern. I don't have anybody with 23,000 songs as much as I want to. But, so I went with Post Malone, with the Zac Brown Band, and Celine Dion.
Wow.
I think that would be a ridiculous medley of music that would just get people ridiculously confused and some mostly angry. But it could also turn out to be a ridiculously good show, especially because Zac Brown Band covers a lot of good music. I'm sure they do. I haven't seen them.
I don't know if they do. It'd be cool if they did.
There's one issue with your plan, Sam.
Yeah.
Celine Dion is chronically ill.
I know,
and will
she's
not
very
be showing
sick.
up.
I know. I'm aware she's not.
I love Celine.
You book her, you tell everyone she's coming, and then at the last minute you replace her with somebody,
Matt Farley.
Yeah. Matt Farley. There you go.
Instead of Celine Dion tonight.
Yeah.
And he's gonna sing the Titanic song.
And everyone's mad. Everyone's really mad.
In his own way, he's going to bring you all her hits.
They're still going to use the huge Titanic ship. They're going to reel it out onto the field, but Farley will be on it instead of Celine Dion.
Poop through my pee hole.
You're here. My pee's in the poop hole.
I like that. That was good.
Yeah.
That was good.
My God.
This is so embarrassing for me.
That's okay.
No, that was good.
It's embarrassing for all of us. That's why we're here.
Were you talking about your 27-foot dick tonight?
I know, because I don't overcompensate.
I don't overcompensate.
Because I'd just be a liar.
Well, we weren't calling you a truther.
Hey,
tweet of the week, Sam.
It is tweet of the week, Stoop. How'd you know?
Special.
Aw, you get it. He gets it.
Yes, Caitlin.
Yeah. That's good.
All right. So we're gonna start with Tina since she, bailed on us like a
Oh
jerk.
yeah. Tristan's right. Not tweets of the week. X of the week.
Oh yeah, X of the week. Which my browser updated that. My phone's still good though. All right, first one's from Tina. This is her X of the week.
Yeah.
Guy who's mad at the Barbie movie. I hate Barbie at that time, man. What did he say? I don't know. Something about not being able to make women
That
come.
was a good one.
Yeah.
That was a good one.
Which, if you haven't seen the Barbie movie, go see it. It's fantastic.
I mean to, and I think I will.
So damn
Bring tissues.
Sure.
Who complains like that about movies, man? Get them out.
Everyone. Don't you know Barbie's based on a true story, Tony? They didn't get the facts right, and
It's like it's harder for me on camera here to do this, but like if we were in person and someone just was talking like this, I'd just be fucking like seriously, man. Like so many people, I see so many.
Yeah, it's a good time. You really learn who's who. At a time
Yeah,
like
I mean,
this.
like when you were involved with earlier today, a misspelling of a word.
No.
That to me, I'm still like I just like drove 30 minutes from my sister's home and still in my head like how the fuck? But hey, here we are. Welcome. Welcome.
A lot of fun.
A lot of blast.
All right, and then the opposite of Barbie that's been out is the Oppenheimer film, and we have two referencing Oppenheimer. So we'll start with Stoops.
So like this I don't know why this made me laugh so hard because I was scrolling and I found this and it instantly cracked me up. But first of all, it genuinely looks like Cillian Murphy, who I heard hangs hog in the movie. And also the movie Ants with a Z was like was a very like formative part of my childhood. So
Woody Allen's greatest movie,
possibly, yes. And so I think that had a lot to do with it as well.
Which movie did you just say before?
This movie that this face is from is Ants with a
Z.
Z.
That's what I thought. I was going to ask if that was from Ants.
It was I still have the VHS somewhere. That was a very formative movie for me.
I honestly liked it. It was more hardcore than Bug's Life.
It was way more real. Like yes. And it was super. And like in retrospect, it kind of it connects a lot of dots for me because it's like a pretty communist movie.
At certain points soon, B Movie's coming to Netflix August 1st. I'm gonna live tweet that one. And then I'm gonna, if I can find Ants, I'm gonna live tweet Ants too.
Yeah, that'll be great.
Did you say B Movie?
Yeah.
I love B Movie.
You like jazz?
You like jazz?
Liatas.
A grown woman wants to have sex with a bee. What a movie.
You never have sex. Why are you implying that?
Because it's implied heavily.
And it's the only feature film Jerry Seinfeld ever did, and it's that.
Yep.
I just think that's fantastic.
I always laugh.
If we can watch that on playback, I will be there.
Yeah, let's go.
We've talked about like watching it as a group together.
I don't know if anyone else is this sick, but I have sat through a good majority of there's people have a lot of fun editing things on YouTube, and so like there's every time somebody says this happens,
the whole B Movie plays,
and there was one I think it was the movie. It was B Movie, but every time someone says the word B, the speed doubles, or something like that. And I've definitely sat through that entire thing.
I gotta watch that.
Don't ask me why.
Yeah, there's like one that's like 17 hours long or something crazy. It's like every time somebody does something, the whole B Movie plays.
Yeah, the entire thing.
And like that movie ends and then just cuts back to what it was originally when somebody says it where no B Movie just starts over. It's so stupid. I love
that's what the internet's good for.
That's good.
Ooh.
Mystery Science Theater 3000. Yep.
All right. Our next tweet is from Al, which also references Oppenheimer. Head game so bomb they call me Sloppenheimer.
Really good stuff. They nailed the font too somehow.
They really did, yeah. I like how the Sloppenheimer's this different font, but it's puts that emphasis on it.
Yeah, it's like the Jägermeister font.
Sloppenheimer.
I also like how the bottom's kind of checkered.
Yeah.
And like head game is so bomb. There's 2 bombs going off.
Yeah, that's true.
So bad.
So someone else is just like, yeah.
The little
It's the pre and the actual.
Yeah, I was gonna say the little one is the pre-com.
Well, I was gonna say this is like the person, and this is the peeping Tom.
that's the sickos outside the window. Yeah.
No.
You took it there. I'll let you have that.
Of course I took it there. Where else was it gonna go?
Oh, I'll tell you.
That's the next segment. What's up your ass?
Hey.
Oh my God. There's a virus you can send to cell phones.
Amazing.
I want that. Oh my God. All right. Tony, we'll show yours from this week. If you haven't figured out what this is about, there was a whole ordeal that Larry was not Larry was very involved in.
What? What happened?
Wait, can you
just pretty much everyone who likes hockey.
Yeah.
Which, well, it's bound to happen when you make such divisive statements, but the best though is the best is like I do this all the time too. Like somebody hates something, but like you're just gonna sit down and you're gonna just tell them that, and your opinion's just gonna make them change. Like, you know what? All this hockey shit on my wall, it's nothing. You're right. This is nothing.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, and it was so funny that he took it to this point and just was proven right.
That was great.
That's excellent.
Yeah, I think that thread lasted like 2 days with him arguing with somebody over the Blackhawks, and then he's just like, "Hey, watch this."
And 276 votes is like a pretty good number too.
Substantial number.
That is, it's a good enough. It's a good enough vote.
Silly old not Larry. What a good ball.
That is a sick power move.
I will never forget the day that I learned that he's actually not Larry.
He's actually not Larry. But is he though?
Who knows?
Nobody will ever know. So last one is mine, and I don't know if y'all know that aliens exist, but here's how I feel about it.
I think that this is like the majority of us, to be honest.
No, we literally got confirmation that there are aliens out there, and everyone's like, okay,
well,
we kind of figured.
We've had the confirmation for years now, but Congress actually like addressed it today. And we're just like, yup, we got them. We got aliens.
And then the aliens gave Mitch McConnell a glitch. So.
Yeah.
And then he just
the aliens accidentally like crashed Mitch McConnell's motherboard, and they had to reboot him. And they did it just in the nick of time because he was about to melt into a liquid.
You remember Men in Black?
Yeah,
that little alien that's inside him.
Like he was actively melting, or like he stopped talking because he was using all of his energy to resist melting.
He's don't melt.
Come on, just keep it together.
Just shaking like.
I'm just gonna stand here until somebody directs me somewhere else. Oh yeah.
Oh my God.
Too bad it only happened once.
I have to look at this again. It's too goddamn funny.
That's awesome.
Why does it look like him so much?
I don't know.
It is him.
It's driving me nuts.
Yar.
Oh, ants. All right, it is time for the final segment of the week. It is What's Up Your Ass.
Yay! We need like music now to go with the graphic.
I don't know. Nope, not gonna ask that question.
Just the sound of like an emptying like Smucker's jar.
Are you gonna
hashtag ad?
What's the word? Produce? Are you gonna produce that?
Yeah, sure.
He's like, I just gotta get a Smucker's jar to get empty.
You were the SoundCloud rapper.
Yeah, that's me.
That's me.
Follow me on SoundCloud.
All that rapping I do.
Check out my demo. Anybody want to go first for What's Up Their Ass this week?
I guess I will, because it's not fun,
right.
because it's the same thing for a third week in a row. Because Northwestern keeps making me mad and doing worse, and holy shit. I just think that arson's pretty cool, and if anyone feels like doing it,
I was like, is that a player? Arson? I don't remember him.
Yeah, sure. My buddy Arson is coming to town.
Arson Judge.
My buddy Arson's committed to Northwestern. Derek Gregg finally spoke yesterday.
Woo!
And I wish he hadn't. Holy fuck. Someone has to be an adult, but I don't know who it is, because it's not the athletic director and it's not the university president, and that's kind of like where it ends. I feel like Rocky Wirtz was technically in name on the board, and he's dead, so someone probably died. Like Michael Wilbon needs to step in. Someone's got to do something. They don't know what they're doing.
Stoop, I got an idea for you. Just go in and take over.
Oh, God.
I run everything now.
Oh, boy.
Very bad. Very bad.
Tell Northwestern that your entire estate will be gifted to them. And then maybe they'll let you run things.
They don't care. They have $15 billion. They don't care. Derek Gregg gave like a 17-minute interview and not once showed any remorse or contrition or empathy for the victims. Their whole strategy is apparently just to pretend like this is some outside like tragedy that happened or some kind of adversity. Like as a program, they're still like praising Fitzgerald, the guy they just fired. They're still, the interim head coach comes in, gives a press conference in the first minute of it, praising Fitzgerald, the guy who just got fired for the hazing.
I get Subway vibes. In Subway, they go, now we got
scare the bunnies, man.
We got real chicken now. They say, we got real chicken now. They just said this in their commercial. So what the fuck have you had the other 30 years that I've been coming here and eating? So when somebody steps in to the situation like him with that press conference, wasn't he in the locker room last year too?
I don't know who they have. They're not clear on who's in the locker room, who's not in the locker room. They don't know. They don't know who's where. Also, they've walked back the firing of the baseball coach. That no one actually knows if he's been fired or not. And that was another thing that Derek Gregg was directly asked about in his interview with Dave Revson. And Gregg didn't say anything about like, yeah, I'm the one that hired that guy. It's incredible. It's incredible that they can be so bad at this. Holy fucking shit. I hope they lose every lawsuit. And yeah, that's what's up my ass.
Yeah. Well said. God damn it, Northwestern. Tony, what about you? What's up your ass?
Oh man. There's quite a lot. where can I go? Let's go with the White Sox for just a couple moments here. Let's rewind back this time machine to well, let's talk about rebuilds.
We're gonna be here all fucking day.
No, I mean, this could be really quick because about 5 or 6 years ago when this all started, I asked this question. I actually got screamed at in the stadium. How many rebuilds actually work for teams? Like overall, if you took all 32 teams, every rebuild that's ever happened, I mean,
one. The
Astros. Rebuild is just a made up word. Well, didn't the Cubs do that? I'm confused.
Yeah, kind of.
But just like the way
they didn't really sustain it, though.
You know, just hate that
it's
word.
more about sustainability within an organization,
right?
Not about just capturing lightning in a bottle.
Oh no, it's about from the top to the bottom, which
that's what she said. So
yeah.
I mean, the Cubs made three straight NLCSs, didn't they?
Was it 3? I can't remember. I think it was 3. I was 3 straight.
Yeah, I would have taken that. I would consider that a success after a rebuild.
15, 16.
Well, and they took home a title, so yeah.
Exactly. And you won a World Series. You went to 3 NLCSs.
Cleveland couldn't do anything right.
That's as far as I'm concerned. That's mission accomplished on a rebuild. It's not mission accomplished on a rebuild. One singular playoff win.
No, 2.
I'm so sorry.
Be to me, I think a rebuild successfully would be winning World Series. I mean, that's the whole reason.
And the Cubs did. The Cubs did win a World Series.
Well, the Cubs, but let's go to the Pirates. Since 1990, how many Pirates World Series have there been?
0.
17.
The Reds.
40.
Colorado Rockies. So every year, what are these teams doing? Not rebuilding, just losing. They're just hanging around. They're just taking
being bad.
Teams' money
because they're allowed to.
But that's not what they're telling the fans. Because they got young guys coming up, and they're like, "These young guys, this is it." I don't know what they're telling in Colorado. They haven't had a pitcher this year.
But these big fat owners with their pockets full of money don't owe anything to the fans, so they don't give a shit.
No, you're absolutely right about that. That's the sad part about. That's the sad part about it all is that no matter what, and I guess that's what is probably the ultimate thing is that all day long you just this should happen, that should happen, this should happen, nothing's gonna it's gonna happen if it happens, and if it's not, screaming at each other is not gonna fucking do anything about it.
Yep. Which is why I just smile and wave, boys. Smile and wave.
You do it. You do it the best.
I know.
I don't do it at all. I can't even say the word baseball in there. That's why
you're the music guy.
That's it. Yeah.
Tony's just here for music.
I said the story earlier. It's like the very first day the very first week, all I did was argue about White Sox, and then I was like, "This hurt. This hurts.
It's not healthy.
Not healthy." But my idea was like, I'm going to go on there and I'm going to tell them my way. And it's like, that's all it is a bunch of people going, my way.
Mm-hmm.
I like laughing. So like I watch the movies and I compare them to like comedies almost. Like Sam, I think you said the other day, this game is so effing funny or something like this. And honestly, that's, I'm going to be there tomorrow night and I will be laughing and it'll be a good time.
Yeah, I laugh when bad things happen to the White Sox now.
Constantly.
Yeah.
Wait, Tony, you're going to be there tomorrow night?
Yes.
We could meet in like real life person.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll be there.
Yes, definitely meet in real life. But you've watched this team long enough. That's what this is all just a humor circle, even though it's not supposed to be.
Well, I mean, Tony, this helps describe what you were talking about.
Yeah.
I mean, everyone can argue all day, but none of us have any say in anything at all.
That's right. We have no say in anything.
Well, it doesn't matter.
But but even like in music and movies, it's like people will shit on what they want to shit on, man. They're going to say what they want to say when everything is subjective. It's like if you'll have a lot of music people go in sync concert, 3 people at the Super Bowl. That's stupid. That's dumb. Get out of here, man. Fucking shit. Get the fuck out of here. That's why me knowing the wide variety, I love to I'm almost love to bring people in.
Mm-hmm.
So like you were saying earlier, like the Wilson Pickett and stuff like that, people will you wear a Slipknot shirt and someone's like, you don't know this. And then you're like, I don't even listen to something. Switch it all up and shit. But
it's true. Yeah. All right. Wonderful. Al, what about you?
I got swass up my ass.
It is hot outside, so yeah.
It was swass outside today.
Yeah, I had to go into work in the city both days this week, or Wednesday and Thursday, so like the 2 hottest days so far this week. And tomorrow, I'm gonna sweat my booty off at the Sox game. But yesterday, I was at LaSalle Street Station and had to stand on the platform for like 20 minutes while I waited for the conductors to show up and open the doors. And so like hundreds of people were just standing on the platform waiting.
That's brutal.
And I was just...
It's like a fucking sauna out there, man.
Yep.
So bad.
Yeah. It was great. Sweat was real.
It was great.
I wanted to cry.
And then the train finally opens and you get to sit in it all the way home.
You're not wrong.
Yep.
The best.
So,
just like Dave Grohl said.
Yeah, I don't know where Baloney is, but he posted a picture of his body glides stick the other day, and I keep that thing on me.
I keep that thing on me.
Conceal and carry, but it's my body.
You have a license for that body glide.
No.
I'll glide your
serial
body.
number. She scratched the serial number off her body glide.
I got this body glide on the black market.
It fell out of a truck.
Excuse me, ma'am. I forgot my body glide at home. Can I use yours?
No. Any idea how unsanitary that is?
Samuel, what's up your ass?
What's up my ass is Twitter.
Yeah. You mean X?
Yeah. A lot of it. It's it's the rebrand that's not a rebrand because it's not gonna pass a lawsuit. It's the people pretending to know who the fuck these people are and trades that people are getting and acting like it's gonna be a good thing when it's not a good thing. Bears training camp just started, so that's coming out of the woodwork, and everybody arguing who's better at quarterback when players voted on who's better than who, and people are mad.
That's the thing about laughing about things that you're not supposed to be laughing about. Then all of a sudden you're sitting in the dark after they get beat by the Cubs, and you're like, "Where did I get here to be laughing at this?"
Right.
This is like, is this dark? I
mean, I was watching the game yesterday when the Sox were up 7-2, and my brother called me, and it was 7-5 at that point. He's like, "Oh, the Sox still winning." I saw it was 7-5, and he thought they were losing 7-5. I said, "No, they're up 7-5." He's like, "Oh, cool." I'm like, "Now it's tied." He's like, "What?" It's like, "Now it's 8-7." He's like, "What the hell's happening?" And I'm just
Nothing
like laughing.
good.
I'm just laughing. I'm like, this is just great. And I mean, I'll get there. Don't you worry, Caitlin. But my favorite thing was when the NFL 100 came out. That's voted upon by the players of the NFL who know how to play football better than
might know a thing or two. Yeah.
Might know against who they're playing against. And Justin Fields was rated higher than Trevor Lawrence, and everyone on Twitter, even some big name NFL insiders were like, "This seems wrong." The players voted on this. This isn't a fan generated list.
The best football players in the world have this opinion. So
I think they might be right. But I mean, people were throwing references out from years past, "Oh, they also said this person was better than this, and he sucked," and then blah blah blah. I'm like, yeah, that time, stuff happens. People get injured. This shit happens. People start being bad after that. Anything can happen, but who cares? It can change in any moment. And Twitter is just fun to scroll and laugh and scroll and shake your head sometimes. You know,
but if you didn't have Twitter, you wouldn't have this beautiful blog and this beautiful podcast.
That's true.
You have everything to thank Elon Musk for this beautiful
No. Thank you, Jack Dorsey and Biz Stone, for creating this. Fuck you, Jack Dorsey, for selling this.
Where would we be without billionaires, you know?
Right?
They really guide the way.
They really make me
really the shepherds
happy.
of society.
They've made sports leagues. They've made social media.
Yep. We wouldn't have any of those things without them.
You know, where would I go to yell into the void about shit? You know, Facebook, where my family is.
The void?
No, I can't actually find the void, man.
Well, come on over. Come on over. I'll show you the void.
Like, where's it going? Where's it going?
And that's what's up your
Oh, that is what is up my ass. Oh, all right. Al, you want anything you got to plug before we get out of here?
My ass.
Your ass.
Just kidding.
Too easy.
Yeah, just hit that like and subscribe button for the old all sports scene. And
smash that motherfucking like, break your goddamn keyboard,
hurt yourself.
Yeah, I had a really crappy weekend, so I did not watch Air Bud, but Air Bud is on my. I can't even begin to explain.
It would have made it better, probably.
Hey, whatever. I saw Barbie instead. Decisions were made. But anyway, I do plan on watching Air Bud soon and doing a review, so keep an eye out for some sports movie related reviews with the twist. What's that twist? I don't know.
It's an ass twist. It could be anything.
Stay tuned to find out.
When you open the link, Stoop comes and pees on you.
Come and pee? That's extra.
Anyways. Tony, what you plugging?
All right. Thank you so much, guys, for having me on. Very awesome. The Hookup on Music. Every week, a new episode. Any of you guys ever want to come on? Stoop, you want to come on and talk about any of those bands we talked about, man? We could talk about them for any band. We want to talk about that band. What's Farley? We'll talk about him.
Yeah,
I'll do all the research, man. We'll talk about
listen to all 23,000 songs.
Anybody who loves to talk about music, man, that's just really what it's about. So, like, sometimes I get really pissed off when I see people like make fun of people who do podcasts, because it's like, when you have a long fucking week, sometimes this is sometimes just fun to do, man. This was fast. Had a long week. It sucked. Had a lot of laughs, man. So check out the Hookup on Music. Check out everything else at the Sadistic Penguins Studios. Like you said, hit like and subscribe. Very awesome. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, our good friends over at the Sadistic Penguins Studios. Good people over there.
We're friends with them,
I guess. Mutual acquaintances. Stoop, what about you? You want to plug your stuff? Bend over on camera and plug your stuff. Let's go. Show me that you like me.
Yeah, stay on for the bonus content on Patreon, where we'll be plugging our stuff.
ASScast on Patreon. Oh God.
Yeah, I technically have another podcast. It's called If You Have to Ask, You Don't Know. The handle has been on the screen the whole time. Fucking do whatever you want. I don't care.
Dude, what's it about?
If you have to ask, you don't want to know.
What's it about?
If you have to ask, you don't know. It's been a lot of fun. Tony, hang out for a second after we go off the air here.
Definitely.
All right, cool.
All right. And as always, follow All Sports Scene. We're on Instagram. We're on Twitter. We have our blogs coming out more regularly. We're continuing the Out of Town series that Roxy's been doing a great job of. Like Al said, she's going to start doing the movie stuff soon as schedule, works out. It's whatever.
I'm moving soon too, so like
exactly. Yeah. Yep. She's not busy. She's
nothing going on.
She's got a lot of time on her hands now. I do want to plug my wife, Caitlin, will be on the Drafty Pod episode coming up this Tuesday. So she had a good idea for a topic.
Oh yeah, I'm
will be on there too.
Gonna be on there too.
So that'll be fun.
Should've
Tune into
said
that on Tuesday.
Shit.
But As always, like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. I love you all. Thank you all. God bless.
Go Cats.